Right, I am live. Welcome to the video. I thought I'd come on and talk about Amazon FBA. The main reason is our channel has kind of taken off recently and we've got an influx of new people, and Amazon FBA gets mentioned when we're talking about picking up stock and selling stock and doing hauls and stuff. I mention, oh, this I'm going to send into Amazon FBA, etc. And I've had a load of people basically ask me, what does that mean? I've made videos about it before, but I know I've got so many new subs, so I want a new video I can just send them to answer the question, basically. So I am live. A few people are popping in live. If you are watching live, pop in and say hello. If you've got any questions, I can try and answer them. Basically, I'm putting together a shipment. You may be able to see this box. I'm sending in a 15 kilo shipment, and I'm about to print off the labels and label up the stock. So I'll just talk through. I thought while I'm sitting here anyway in front of the computer, I'll come on and talk you through what FBA is and how it works. So if you've got any questions on that, fire them in and I'll try and answer them. And just quickly, our channel earlier made it to 30,000 subs, which is epic. We're going to do something special about that on Sunday. So yeah, welcome if you're watching live. We've got the tube of you, Daryl, Bexify, Paul, Kenneth, Claire, Farhan, loads and loads of people. Oh, Sam is in, Reselling Polly, hi. Let me get down to the end. Right, so yeah, what is FBA? FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. Now we sell on eBay and Amazon. We run them side by side. At this time of year, I tend to take my focus off Amazon. It's all about eBay. Amazon for us, the sorts of things we sell, it's all about Christmas. It just ticks along at this time of year. This is the first shipment I sent in for a few weeks. I've really let it slip, and our sales on Amazon are reflecting that. Basically, Amazon FBA means you can send stuff up to the Amazon warehouse where they store it for you. When the item sells, they pick the item, they pack it, and they ship it out to the customer. And then they deal with any customer service issues, returns, and stuff like that. There are obviously fees involved. They don't do this for free. If you're thinking about getting involved, do your research, find out about the fees, because they can be quite expensive. And Amazon themselves are making it harder to get into it, I think, for new sellers, especially for the little guys like us. They're gating different categories, so you have to apply to be able to sell certain categories. A lot of products are becoming restricted, but that's another show. I'm just going to talk about what it is. Hi, Karin. Hi, Rod. Hi, Sue. So yeah, FBA, like I said, I'm sending up a box full of stuff. It's a load of media, this sort of thing. It is some used electronics, some board games, both new and used. There's a little figure in there, for example. But with FBA, obviously, if you send it up to the warehouse, how are they going to know that that's my figure? How are they going to know what it is, etc.? So they need a little label on, a little barcode, which means they can identify it as you. And when they put it on a shelf, the system knows which shelf it's on and what the number is, so they can find it again when it sells. That's the theory. You can actually pay Amazon to do all the labeling for you. I never go down that route. So this will be thrilling for you. I'm going to label up the box while we're talking about what Amazon FBA is and how it works. Hi, George. Oh no, my least favorite part of the job. I see, I'm weird. I quite enjoy this. So, right, this will be riveting. I've just got to print off the labels. Now, this is for the barcode labels that I'm going to put on each and every one of my products. I use sheets of, I think it's 27 labels per sheet. There's actually links below all of our videos, or at least the live videos. There should be links below here to where we get all of this stuff. All of our FBA products are down there. So I'm going to print off these. Hopefully this will work and we won't have tech failure now. Just open it up. That one. Print labels for this page. Okay, so pop. It's going to be how many sheets? 2 sheets. Hang on, I need another sheet. Yeah, so like I say, there is an option that I've never used where you can send stock up and pay Amazon a per item fee to generate the barcodes for your products and stick them on themselves. I'm tight. I'd rather do it myself and not pay the fee. And it's a control thing with me. I'm a bit of a control freak at the best of times. So I'd rather do it myself, know that it's right, and save the money. If anyone in who does do FBA, let me know if you pay Amazon to do it. Be interested to know. Okay, so is that done? Print. Now I've had issues with these labels not lining up. I think I've got to have it right on that side of the tray. Let's go for that. Okay, so labels are in the laser printer. Is the laser printer on? Yes. Come on, computer, speak to the printer. Something told me that this will happen. If I try and do something simple like print off a sheet of labels, because I'm live. Oh, printer's woken up, we're good. So yeah, printing off the labels, and then we have to literally stick labels on products. Let's hope they've aligned. Yeah, they're fine. I was having issues a few weeks back with these printing across the edge of the stickers. It was so annoying. So this is what they look like. Sheet of 27 barcode labels, and these go onto the products. Oh, Kevin, did I decide? Kevin Rowson is in. Did you decide if the board games were legit? You may have missed our show on Sunday. We had a big haul from the car boot sale, which included a bunch of these Ticket to Ride games. I spent a good hour or so researching, looking at pictures of these, looking at videos of reviews of people that were sent the game by the company, and they're legit. 100% real. The quality of them. I was also looking at websites where they were talking about the fakes and the issues that they had. The boxes being flimsy, there being the wrong amount of train things in there, the printing being off. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these. So yeah, happy with that. But they're restricted on Amazon, so I can't send them in, which was my plan. Right, let me just see if there's any questions quickly before I start labeling. Karen sells clothes. Hi. Just had 200 auctions finish, and at least 4 have finished with bids and have vanished completely. Just trying to see if there's any questions quickly before we carry on. I'll get to the end of the chat. Thanks for the congratulations on 30k subs. Amazon FBA is not available in the Netherlands, says Fritz. Hi, Mark, says, I've been watching for a month now. First time saying hello. Really enjoy your stuff. Thank you. Oh, Sam does FBA and says that's reselling poly. I pay them enough. Plus, I do like the idea. Of commingled inventory. I've never done commingled. Can I start from the beginning? No, I'm not going back. I haven't really done anything yet. If you are just joining me, basically I'm going to label up an FBA shipment and talk about what Amazon FBA is, and I'll go into why we do Amazon FBA. Why don't, because there's 2 options. If you're going to sell on Amazon, be it new or used products, basically 2 options. You can do MF, which is merchant fulfilled. So me being the merchant, if a buyer buys my item and it's here with me, I ship it out. That's merchant fulfilled. The other option is what we're talking about today, which is fulfillment by Amazon, where you fill up a box with all your stuff and you send it up to them, and then they do all the picking and packing of the stuff. The advantage of that is that you can generally command a higher price, because people who are using Prime get their Prime benefits on your stock, so they can get free next day delivery and that sort of stuff. A lot of people shop Prime items only, so you gain an edge there. Amazon can ship Europe wide if you elect to have that as well, which is good, although the fees are pricey for that. So yeah, and it means the other big benefit is all of this stock is out of my house. I work from home, and that's a huge thing for me. I do stockpile stuff for Amazon FBA. I store stuff away in the loft, and then send it all up, and they deal with it all, which is a huge bonus. Karen says, thinking of doing Amazon FBA is best, as there are buyers like me that use Amazon purely by Prime items. Exactly what I was just saying. Yeah. So, and you can charge that little bit extra, or sometimes a lot extra. Okay, so I have printed off labels. I do my Amazon FBA product labeling myself. So it's a case now. I'm kind of not organized for this. Usually I have the stuff stacked up next to me. I'm sending in some retro gaming stuff as well. That's a vintage Sega Mega Drive game. I've dabbled in that at Amazon. Some stuff goes really well. Yeah, it's a bit hit and miss. This is a PS1 game. That's the length I'm going to now with PS1 games, because they're so brittle. The label's just going to go on the outside of here. Right, so if I get all this stuff out, we'll start labeling. So who does Amazon FBA in the chat? I'm sending in a load of electronics bits which are used, so I've just bubble wrapped them. So it affords them a little bit of protection, and also it means you don't have to do the suffocation label warnings, because it's not a bag. Some stuff I do bag. Again, all the links for the products I use on Amazon will be below in our description box. So, oh, that's a good one. That Alex Rider set, should get good money on that. Right. So all sorts, some little fiddly bits, some mini discs, and more retro gaming. This is a good example, actually. Picked up a Game Boy at the weekend. The Game Boy is going in. It's one of these other packets. And a couple of the games seemed worth doing. So they are bagged in little Ziploc bags. These bags are tiny, so they don't need the suffocation warning. And then the label will just go on the outside. With this sort of stuff, I take a picture as well and add a picture, or multiple pictures. Like with the Game Boy console, I think I added the maximum, which is, what's that, 6 or 8 pictures? Can't remember. Because people don't tend to read the description, and if they're expecting a box and a manual, they're not going to get it. So I do like to add a picture. Just adds that bit of extra time. Mark's asking, do I use Spock? I sell most of my stock on there. No, I did. I experimented with it last year, I think it was. Sold about 5 things, but let's say I sold 5 things. I probably had 3 times as many time wasters. How to find out if an item is restricted? Try and sell it. Oh, it's so dusty in here. Yeah, if you go into your account and then you click through to try and sell one, it will tell you you cannot sell this product. Okay. Oh, so hot in here as well. I think we've got the heating on. So there's another. I can't remember what these things are. Oh, that's a picked this up at the weekend as well. A what do you call it? Gun game for the PS2. That's Time Crisis 3 and the gun. So that's going in. Again, it was unboxed, so that's been bubble wrapped like crazy. So, right, where were we? Hi, Sue. I've done Fab before and have had decent sales, but didn't have the money to feed the beast. We're talking about sending stuff up to Amazon here with enough stock at the time. And when storage fees came in, I fetched all that long haul stuff back and gave up. Let's scroll back and see who else is doing Amazon. Fritz has asked, question, how do you keep track of all the products you send to Amazon? Well, within your Amazon seller account, you can go in and manage your inventory direct on there. You can sort it by how much you've got in stock, etc. You can adjust prices on there as well. You can get stuff sent back to you. You can have stuff destroyed if you don't want it sent back to you. Yeah, so that part of it's really quite simple. Pro Mullen says, hi Nick, love your videos. Thank you. Gaz Dunlop wants a shout out. You're welcome. Talking about fees, Sean Greentree, my worry with starting FBA is warehouse fees or them destroying stock having not sold. Is that a valid fear? It's certainly something you want to be aware of. There's monthly, they change it so often, but yes, basically you're charged per cubic foot or whatever it is as a set rate. And if an item goes over a year, that goes up. It's complicated. They keep changing the goalpost, moving the goalposts as well. What I would say is send stuff up that's going to sell. I completely changed how I did things when the fees started to ramp up. I used to send things in that I was thinking would sell at Christmas. I'd send it in now and just wait. Now I would just store that here and send it in. So you need to look at the velocity of sales on a product, how quickly it will sell. You know what I mean? And if you want to get a quick sale, then you have to be quite keen on price and be the lowest FBA. But that's for another video, really. And there's a lot of channels that will tell you all about that better than I can. I'm just talking about the basics. So I'm going to start labeling. I'm just waffling. Okay, that's one of these. So it's pretty much simple. I now have to find all of these products that are going in, stick a barcode label on them, send them off, and that'll be the last I see of it. That's the other beauty of FBA, is that when I drop that off at the UPS drop off, it's the last I have to do. Right, Donkey Kong Country, where was that? I had them. So there you go, that's what the labels look like. Tiny little barcode labels. And if the actual product has its own barcode label, I'll show you in a minute, you need to cover that up. So the only barcode available to scan is the new product barcode that you put on. So for example, grab this puzzle. Puzzle I bought at the weekend, new and sealed. Should have a barcode. There it is. You just cover it up. Happy days. Yeah, sending a few CDs in. I was going to send a load more, but I think I reduced it right down to only a couple. These two depth charge ones. I've put these in. I'm sending them in as used because they are used, but I've sent them in these little sleeves because I've priced them quite high. I think this one's going in at 20, and that one similar. Can't remember. And I'm a bit of a collector of CDs, and if I receive a CD with an epoxy label on that might not come off easily, not too impressed. So put them in a little sleeve, particularly if they're in these cardboard ones, because the stickers do not come off cardboard very well. So there we go. Not sure what that young lady's doing. But the album is called Lust. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Let me catch up in the chat. Someone asking about what are the fees. I think there's an FBA fee calculator. If you just Google FBA fee calculator UK, you'll find it, and you can play around on there and see what the fees are. I found 10 Disney nail sets, Finding Dory, all the same. Can I sell those on Amazon, Nick? Scan the barcode in and see if it's something that they sell on there. Vincent McCann, I'm just putting my second FBA shipment together now as I watch this. Well, me and you both. Well, this isn't my second, but yeah. Hello, Welsh Wonder. Peter Cummins, I do. Oh, it's just jumped. Hey, Krillin, thanks for the super chat, mate. Which other sites Brits use aside from Amazon and eBay? For shopping? I don't know. Good question. What other sites do we use? If I'm buying something online, it's Amazon or eBay, pretty much. We have store-specific sites. Most of the big retail chains in the UK obviously have their own websites, but Amazon or eBay is it for me, pretty much. Well, I was trying to read Pete's comment and it's gone. Oh my God, I've missed so much chat. Damn it. I do FBA, but I find it difficult to keep sourcing at a constant level, so focus on 6 months a year. I'm similar, to be honest. I've had a trickle of stuff recently, and now it's got to a point where I can get a 15-kilo box together. But yeah, sort of fourth quarter for me, Christmas, I'll be sending up tons of stuff. Although in saying that, this year in the January sales, we normally go mad and buy shed loads of gear. We didn't this year. We just didn't really go for it. And we missed out on a few opportunities, which really wound me up. George says, I'm still doing Amazon, but I've really dropped off from what I was doing this time last year. Interesting. How often will you go out specifically to find RA opportunities? Not very often. We're finding it hard to fit that into what we're doing, but both Andrea and I have been trying to kind of, you know, maybe pick a day a week where we just go out and hit the RA stuff. RA, if you're also new to the channel and you hear that getting bandied around, it stands for retail arbitrage. It's basically buying brand new stock in supermarkets or online and then selling it on for profit. Question. Hi, Rod. Nick, your thoughts on Amazon stopping secondhand goods in the UK? They do not allow secondhand down under. I wouldn't have thought they would. They make an awful lot of money out of it. I can't see why they'd close off that opportunity, that income. George saying, just really don't enjoy the process, so put off and want to concentrate more on the one-off finds. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I find it's something that runs on autopilot. It's kind of in the background for me. And then at Christmas, like I was saying before, we really ramp it up. So I think it really complements what we do, I think. I'd miss it if it wasn't there, that big kind of Christmas bonus, I'll tell you that much. But this time of year, it's, you know, barely ticking along. Right, let me try and catch up. Question, Nick, how do you recommend getting started for Amazon? It doesn't seem very user-friendly. It can be a bit daunting. I would suggest, if people ask me that, do it merchant fulfilled first. Kind of get to grips with the platform and selling on there. So, you know, shipping the orders yourself. If you enjoy it, if you're sourcing a lot of stock that's going well, then think about ramping up to FBA, because the thing with FBA is I think it works best when you're doing a lot of stuff. And at this time of year, for me, you know, it's hardly worth the bother because I'm not sending much stuff in. Hi, Dave. Good to see you. Ah, Andrew, Dave has sent the package out. I'm getting some exciting mystery gift from Dave. What do you do better profit on, eBay or Amazon? I don't know what the figures are for a whole year. At Christmas, Amazon takes over. This time of year, depends how much effort I'm putting into Amazon. If I send a load of stuff up, Amazon will catch up again with eBay fairly rapidly. It's about, as Sue was saying, feeding the beast and keep on pushing it. Oh, chat's just jumped. Oh. Zach and Sammy, Nick, do you have to put the labels on yourself? No, you can pay Amazon to do it for you. I can't afford a label printer. This isn't a label printer. This is a sheet of A4, and you just put it in a regular printer. Before I had the laser printer, I just used to use a bog standard inkjet, and it worked perfectly. So don't worry about that. Bundled by UK Luke. I do FBA, have done so for 2 years. Factory pre-labels the products for me after manufacture. If they didn't, I guess I'd pay Amazon because of the product volumes. Yeah, well, you're talking about sending in volumes of the same product. That would make sense. I'm sending up a load of one-off items, secondhand stuff, or random bits and bobs. Okay, so carry on. Half-Life 2 orange box. Which one? Because I'm sending one of each. Great title, this. Got the PS3 and the Xbox picked up last weekend, I think, for £1 each. If you're going to ask me how much I've listed them for, I can't remember. It's quite good though, I think. Right, did I do the right one? Oh, men can't multitask. I've just stuck the PS3 one on the Xbox one. All right, done. A little crossword solver. Now, where's that? Is that it? No. Okay, that's odd. Oh, here it is. This is one of those little, I think it's Seiko crossword solver things. Picked up at jumbo sale for, I think, 50 pence or something. Mini discs, I was doing those, wasn't I? Shazab was asking about fees. I think Grinding Profit has just answered a question about fees, saying the fees are pennies and don't cost a lot at all. Yeah, unless your item is sat there for like 12 months, the fees are relatively small unless you've got oversized stuff. Some of the stuff I send in, like Guitar Heroes, some big board games, they go beyond the standard size and they're not oversized. And I would assume the fees rack up on that. But like I said before, I've changed my strategy and I send up stuff that I know is going to hopefully turn over. It doesn't always work out, obviously. I had a load of stuff recalled at the beginning of this year because it hadn't sold and it didn't sell at Christmas, and had it all recalled, sold it all on eBay. Right, we've got a new and sealed Xbox game. This Gunstringer thing. Picked up at a boot sale for £1. Can't remember what I've listed it for. I think it was about 15 or something. Now, I was going to send, you may have seen in that boot sale vlog, I picked up two vintage Mega Drive games I paid £8 a pair. I've listed this for 30, I think, Amazon FBA, because it's in lovely condition. I was going to send the other one, which was Toe Jam and Earl, but I elected to go eBay with that one because the amount I'll get is similar, and I don't know. Can't remember the decision process in the moment, but this one ended up going to Amazon. I bagged that. This is a bag that has the suffocation warning printed on it, so I don't have to add the sticker. But I do use other bags that aren't labeled, and I have suffocation warning labels. You have to do that if you're going to bag stuff at Amazon. But they're super cheap on Amazon itself. The link below for that. Pete the Hobbit have always wanted to start getting into FBA, but I'm always scared to get started. I won't pretend it's an easy process, and the first shipment it's like, yeah, confusing. But it's like anything. You kind of have to go for it. And there are Facebook groups around where you can, get help. You can message me the odd question and I'll help out. If you think it's right for your business, I would certainly give it a go. Right, I am way behind. Way behind. I'm way behind. Dave, how do you feel about sticking barcode labels on your cardboard boxes, as it may get difficult to remove? Yeah, on certain stuff, like I said about that pretty rare CD, I will bag the item and then stick the label on. Other stuff I'm not that bothered about. Like I've got a couple of secondhand board games going in, I'll just stick it straight on the barcode. Right, where's my other labels? Yeah, dropped them on the floor. So we've got a this was in a charity shop. It's nothing special. I think might be. I think I've priced it at 30. Paid 2 on that. Right, the other Game Boy Color game is Buffy. Who used to watch Buffy? Not a lot of money in it. I think I'm pricing it about £9, and after fees, I should get about what I would have got on eBay. So I thought, send it in, get it gone. I had a surprisingly good rank on that. On Amazon, you can go into any product and it will tell you its rank within that category that it's in. The lower the number, the better. And yeah, both those Game Boy games were quite surprising. Right, Orange Box, same game but on different system. Xbox. Picked it up from the same stall actually. I don't know if I got footage of it, but it was a bit weird. Right, Nintendo Blue console, one I picked up not long ago with those games. I've actually gone for 50 quid on that because it's minty fresh. Lego Salt and Pepper set in there. Happy days. Very little money in it though. I think £12 before the fees, so Merry Deathly Deals. I'm so late watching. I will replay so I can get all the proper info. Not sure how much proper info. I'm just really kind of loosely talking about what Amazon FBA is. Vincent McCann. I sold my first 2 items on Amazon FBA today. Fantastic. Was inspired by your channel. Didn't think I could do it, but I found after watching videos and researching a little, I am having success. There you go. Fantastic. It is daunting to start. Oh, poo. I just lost. I don't know where I was in the chat. Hold on. I was way back. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to just read chat for a while because I don't know where I was. Oh, I don't know. Kenneth says, don't send that orange box in. You and I will compete. It's going in, Kenneth. It's going in. What were the Game Boy games you got this weekend? The 2 you just saw. The other 2, which are going to go as a pair on eBay, are pretty worthless. Le Mans 24 and Konami Winter Sports. Right, let's try and catch up. Sorry if I've missed questions or anything. How much do you think all that stock behind you is worth? Not a clue. Not a clue. Andrew's on a sourcing ban. Yeah, me too. Hugh sold a set of speakers on eBay. Nice. Hi, Heather. Good to see you. Yeah, double karma. The chat is so fast. You try reading it. Reading it out and keeping up. How do you find jumble sales? Google, Facebook, local paper ads, that sort of stuff. Right, I'm gonna have to try and catch up. Hi, Chris B. Good to see you. Got a music recommendation for you to check out. I've been really liking Sam Fender. I will look once I'm done on here, George. Need some new music. Okay, right. I'm going to get to the end of this chat. Honest. Question, how do you get to sell Lego or Playmobil on Amazon? They told me to contact the manufacturers to ask for permission. Has anyone been through it? I think it's nigh on impossible unless you're going to get a wholesale account with Lego or Playmobil, which isn't going to be easy. They're clamping down on that sort of stuff. Hey, Nick, is FBA easy to start? I have many items that I can't sell without being FBA. It's fairly easy to get an account and start, but the process can be complicated. Wow, there's so much chat. Right, I'm gonna have to whiz down. Thanks, John, for the congratulations on 30,000 subs. We're gonna do something on Sunday to celebrate. We're gonna do a giveaway. So tune in and you might be able to win some cool stuff. Jesse's got all the Buffy box sets. Thanks, Grinding Profit. Zahir, hey, I texted you, Zahir. Can you text me back? Hi, Christine. Oh my goodness. Oh, the chat just jumped again. I don't know where I'm at anymore. Oh, wow. Right. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the chat. Sorry if I missed stuff. If you've just tuned in, I've just been basic. I thought I'd go live while I was putting together an FBA shipment and cover what Amazon FBA is, because a bunch of our new subscribers have been messaging saying, what is this Amazon FBA you talk about? What is this thing you speak of? And all I'm doing at the moment is sticking these little barcode labels that I printed off earlier on the products. So when they reach Amazon's warehouse, they will know that's mine. And yeah, that's how they track the products. Disney Infinity, Jack Skellington. That's a good one. You can't see it, but you know Disney Infinity. This is the Jack Skellington one. I can't remember, so don't ask me how much I've sent it in for, but it was worth doing. I texted back ages ago. Did you? I'm great with tech. You should know that by now. Oh, look, phone's dead. Oh, and Andrew's nicked my charger. Oh. Right, DVD box set. Oh, this Alex Rider thing. That's going in. It's one of those. They do a similar tin for Roald Dahl. I picked one of those up at the weekend as well, or the weekend before, whenever it was. Gruffalo game. That was in a little tin. It's used, so I just wrapped it in bubble wrap so the tin can't open, because you can imagine that in the warehouse, if they manage to, if that gets dropped and the tin opens and I think there's 50 cards in there. It's a giant snap game. Yeah, it's a good point actually. Any if you're going to get into this and you're going to start sending up used board games, they need to be sealed. And annoyingly, I ran out. What I normally use is these really cool, like round, about 4 centimeter, 3.5, 4 centimeter round seals, which look really professional. I've had to tape this up, which I really don't particularly like, because I ran out and I didn't realize. Again, links for all that stuff is below. Hey, Double Karma, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate that. You say, what sort of books are good for reselling? Trying this again, laugh out loud. Wow, what a question. Non-fiction. I don't do a lot in books. I've dabbled with it. I kind of fall in and out of love with doing books. I find I get very bored scanning books. If you're talking about for Amazon anyway, tends to be non-fiction niche stuff, similar on eBay really. So that's what I'd focus on, and then just learn as you go really. Right, Harry Potter board game. Revolt. Now this is the PS1 game, as you may have seen earlier. That's a PS1 game. You can see it poking out. I've just crudely wrapped it in cardboard because I don't know how careful the people are in the warehouse or how well they're going to pack it. The PS1 cases are super brittle, and that had a really nice minty fresh case on it. So it's a little RC game for the PS1. I think that's gone in at £20. The other Depth Charge CD picked up at the boot sale at the weekend. Was it this weekend? Was it the weekend before? It's all merging into one. Absolute Balderdash. Love this game. It's a really good game. Honestly, if you're into playing games with your family, Balderdash or Absolute Balderdash, it's brilliant. I think we played it with Steve and Steph on one of those shows. Right, Time Crisis 3. Where did that go? Right, let me catch up again. Wow, this chat is so fast. Nick, do you ever think you'll reach 500,000 subs? No, in a word. Be amazing, but I can't see it happening. It's taken me 5 years to get to 30. Don't think I'll live that long. George, you missed the Adidas football boots on your latest boot sale. I believe it was the first one of the day. I was getting messages about stuff I'd missed on my last GoPro boot sale video. The thing is, it's weird. Even when I watch the footage back, I'm seeing stuff that I didn't see, and I was there with the same eyes. Your focus is taken, you know what I mean? You can only kind of look at one spot, which is why we tend to go around once, and then if we've got time, we'll go around again slower. And sometimes you find the good stuff the second time around. In the US, textbooks sell best with best margins. Okay. Dave is plugging Andrew, and Andrew is plugging Dave. That sounds that sounds interesting. Plugging channels, I should add. Is it worth getting a USB scanner when doing Amazon instead of typing the barcodes? Hell yeah. You can pick up, we've had these, we've got 2 of these since we had our retail shop. Yeah, I think you can pick up a similar thing to this for about a tenner, maybe £15 on Amazon or eBay. But yeah, saves so much time. Oh, chat's just jumped. Hi, DBG. Didn't see you there. Sandwell Mobiles. Hi, Nick. I bought Woody, Rex, and Slinky at the boot fair today for £10. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Wow. Nice result. A Wednesday boot sale? Not many of them about. Okay. Landshark says Bluetooth barcode scanners work well too. There you go. Right, let me finish what I'm doing. So we've got sealed brain training. Well, it's actually the second one. More brain training, inventively titled. Yeah, so that's it. That's once this is all labeled, I'm going to pack it in there securely. I'll probably trim the box down because it's not going to fit it up completely. And then Amazon, they partner with UPS, so you can get discounted UPS shipment. This will cost me I think it's £5 and 10p or something like that to send up to 15 kilos in. I'll send it in. They will book it all in. They will find a little place on their shelves for it, and then with a bit of luck, I will flog it all. And when it sells, some wonderful, happy-go-lucky employee at Amazon will pick it, scan my little barcode, send it out to the buyer, and that's it, job done. And then you just got to hope they don't return it. So, Disney Princess Enchanted Journey, actually sold one of these the other day at Amazon. Well, the other day, maybe a week ago now. Not huge money, but it tends to sell pretty quick for about, I can't remember, 10, 15, not sure. Amazon's weird as well. I am, like most people, restricted on DVDs now, but they let me sell the odd one. I can sell this triple box set of Naked Gun, Airplane, and Top Secret. Very cool. So I still scan stuff. Sims 3, Supernatural. It's going in. And we are nearly done. I have 2 barcodes left and 1 product left. Oh, what have I done here? Oh no, there it is. I missed a little one down here. That's that. And that. Oh, it's so hot in here. Question: if someone returns one of your FBA items, do Amazon just take the refund charge out of your monthly fees? It comes out of your balance, basically. You know, the amount of money that they're holding that you move, well, we take it out once a month. So it'll just come back off that, basically. What was that question about Nick and Andrea merch? I was reading the actual question and it went. Somebody was asking, have we thought about selling our own merch? I need to blow my nose. I've got a tissue somewhere. Bear with. In answer to that question, not really Nick and Andrea merch, but I've got a bunch of designs that when we were dabbling in merch by Amazon, we did a load of reseller-based phrases and stuff on T-shirts. I've still got the design somewhere, so we're thinking of selling those through the channel. Maticus Tattoo Eye found a box of 60 plus Spectrum games and keyboards in my local charity shop yesterday. Pay £15 after fees and postage, resale value of £450. Holy cow. The deals are out there, people. Does Andrea sell clothing on FBA? No. Do you put your items in UK marketplace up for sale in other EU marketplaces? Asks Kenneth. Yes. I think it's 4 territories: France, Spain, Germany, Italy, I think it is. Right, I'm going to try and get to the end of the chat, and then I think we'll wrap this up soon. Oh, it was Hugh that was asking about, have we ever thought of selling our own Nick and Andrea reseller bespoke caps, coffee cup coasters, t-shirts? Yeah, this isn't me, by the way, if you're wondering. It's Tom York down there. Yeah, we've been talking about doing some reseller, like some cool things. I want to do, I won't say what they are. I'll leave that because I may never get it done. It's on the to-do list. It's been on the to-do list for about a year. You know how it goes. My to-do list is as long as my arm. Would you buy bulk DVDs? I know someone who has 40,000 for sale at around 4 or 5p each. I'm not really in the market for that. If you've got a way of turning them over, then maybe you should, but not for me. Oh my goodness, so much chat, so much chat. I'm going to make it to the end. Oh crap, it just jumped. Oh, Mr. Dan has sent a super chat. Mr. Dan 060180. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate that. Diana says, I sent a pointless board game which they let me scan in. Now it shows inactive and it says it's restricted. That's annoying. Should I try to get it back? Not sure what to do. You should be able to get it recalled. There is a fee on that. I can't remember offhand how much that is. Yeah, that's annoying. Right, come on. I can get to the end of this chat. Round to it says, we stopped Italy as too many items went missing. Through FBA, but that's an Amazon issue. So I think you're covered. If Amazon lose it in transit, I think you're okay, aren't you? I thought so. Loving the channel says, hey, detecting. Do you buy from auctions? We have. It doesn't tend to be our primary source of stock. We really enjoy buying at auction. We did a few videos last year. We bought a load of stock. Funnily enough, talking about FBA, we bought, I don't know how many 100 little golden coin makers at auction last year. They all went into Amazon, did really well on those. A load of magic kits, like kids learn magic. And then we bought tons of these build your own jet engine, like Haynes models. All like end of line clearance stock, all brand new sealed stuff. And that all went to Amazon and sold at Christmas. Christine asking me about my game. If you're talking about my own board game, it's one of those things. I love dabbling with it. Whether I'm ever going to have enough time to take it any further, I don't know. If you're talking about the pub game, that is happening. Yeah, I've got a few annoying things to figure out, and then I'm going to get the printers on it, and yeah, it's happening. Right. Will this chat ever end? How do you go about doing international shipping on eBay? Oh, we're talking about eBay now. I use Royal Mail for most of it, but I also use eBay's own global shipping program, which means you can ship worldwide and not have to ship worldwide because eBay do it for you. If you're not sure what that is, it's actually on my list of videos to make. Basically, you send to a shipping center within the UK, and then eBay ship to the customer internationally, and the customer pays eBay for that leg of the journey. So effectively, you can ship just domestically, but cover the whole of the world. So you might want to look into that. Do you have a rule of thumb as to what you send to Amazon FBA? Not really. It's usually just price driven. Yes, the pub game, Christine. Yes. Basically it's at a point where there's a couple of annoying things holding it back, which I need to just get sorted, and then I'm going to start and just get it out there and see what happens. Oh, Dave broke down in his Royal Mail van today. Oh, shame. Hi, Power Reselling. I briefly caught you live earlier. Right, I'm at the bottom of the chat. Hooray. Well, I'm going to leave you there. If you've made it to the end, well done. Hopefully, the plan with this was I was just going to pop on, talk about what Amazon FBA is, show a little bit of labeling, and answer a few questions, because we've had a lot of questions, as I said recently, about what is this Amazon FBA you speak of. So that was all it was, and it's ended up into a complete being a bit of a waffle fest. But there we go. I'm going to leave you there. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope that was useful for somebody somewhere out there. We'll be back on Sunday for a live when we're going to do a 30,000 subs special, and we're going to do a little competition thing. I was going to do a quiz, because you know how much we love quizzing, where the winner wins the prizes, but I think that's a bit unfair because not everyone's into quiz, and knowing us, it'd be a music quiz, and that's a bit unfair. So I think we're going to open it up to everybody. Everyone's going to be free to enter, and we're going to give away some eBay goodies and DAB radio and stuff. So there you go. Ask Andrea to do her clothing haul. I have done. And she said she is, but I don't know when. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these, please press the thumbs up button. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.